Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. Today I want to talk about social media platforms and how they relate to sectional title schemes and homeowners associations. This topic actually takes me back a little bit and makes me think of the old days when I started practice, and the big question was, well, did the managing agent have computerized accounts or not? Because many didn't. Many in fact simply worked on paper accounts, and the lack of communication and transparency that led to allowed an awful lot of theft and fraud. Now we know today no managing agent could be without computerized accounts, and in fact the trend is to have the key documents and the numbers available immediately. And even better, what is happening is that managing agents are starting to put these numbers and ratios on the World Wide Web. They're doing that by way of websites, and that's a fairly common thing now. But the other thing that arises is that many trustees and managing agents don't want to give out owner addresses. And I think in many cases they want to stop those they consider to be potential troublemakers from fomenting discontent amongst all the other owners who, hopefully if left alone, will be perfectly happy. But just have a look at the range of social media platforms and the number of people within schemes, whether they be homeowners associations or sectional title schemes, who are using everything from smartphones through to computers on an absolutely regular basis. I think you'll find that in South Africa, it's upward of 70 to 80% of people who are using smartphones and computers almost all the time. Now, the ease with which you can create a central place in which to discuss anything, something based in the internet or on the World Wide Web. You know, there's Facebook where you can open a page in 5 minutes, there's Google+, there's MySpace, there's Twitter where you can send out your opinion on anything and have people follow you, there's Google Groups. There are websites and blogs with discussion forums and interactive features can be deployed at no cost and very quickly, as and when the need arises. So apart from those individual and scheme social media initiatives, one also has to look at those that have been designed quite specifically for the sectional title homeowners association market. A little while ago there was a launch of a thing called the Massive. And I'm afraid that has died, perhaps because it didn't give enough value fundamentally. But there's another one that seems to be faring somewhat better called the Social Estate. Have a look at these things. They're not the only types. They're the two South African ones that seem to have popped up. But this type of new initiative, with things designed to facilitate the communication of people in community schemes, is just about happening everywhere. Overseas, it's in fact, if you look at it, it's an unstoppable trend. The fact is that it's not just in sectional title or homeowners association. Think of the Arab summer that's recently occurred in the Middle East and a little further. You know, what this goes to prove is that you can turn over regimes very much more quickly using social media. People will talk to each other. Technology enables communication, and it really is easy to communicate. And trends and rapid change are all becoming all the more real and all the more ubiquitous. Everyone has the ability to get involved in this. Now apply those things to community schemes. This means that when there's discontent, a change of trustees or change of managing agent is much, much easier. Perhaps it's not quite adapt or die, as the old crocodile used to say, but perhaps it's closer to adopt or be left behind. Some schemes have their own websites, and they're already into it. They're providing these things. But one way or another, if you're a managing agent or a trustee, have a look. Accept that there is real value in social media platforms, and not only to allow communication, but also to deliver value. This is one of the reasons we were so impressed by MyStrata, this new software program that we bought into, because it has a social media platform called My Community built right in. So however you do it, have a look at these things. Don't ignore them. It really is worth it, because in my view, this is a real trend in community schemes that's not going to stop. It's only going to become a more substantial feature of the interaction of the participants in community schemes. Thank you for the time, and we can discuss this on the discussion forum if you have any questions.